What is going on, everybody? Grayson here from PokeProfit. Welcome back to the channel. I have a little treat for you guys today because today in the spreadsheet was the Sword and Shield era ETB update, but I accidentally did the SV era update to begin with, realized once I finished, did the Sword and Shield one, so if you guys are in the spreadsheet, you can go look, but these are also the numbers from the SV era over the past 14 days, so I figured I would share this with you guys. We're also going to talk about a couple other investments, the Mega Charizard UPC, and then also some Paldean Fate stuff. But I guess we can start off with the SV era, and Prismatic in particular is the ETB and just the set in general I kind of want to focus on the most. I've actually been buying more Prismatic over the past month. I've been loading up on the SPCs, and we'll talk about that here in a minute. But just looking at the numbers, 151 and Paldean Fates in terms of market price were up over the past 14 days. Supply is continuing to come down below a 20% leg up. I think at one point, the 151 ETBs, there was maybe 250, 260 below a 20% move. There's only 107 now. Still selling somewhere between 6 and 7 per day, which I think for 151 is maybe a little bit higher than normal. Like that is respectable, especially now with the ETBs pushing $440 USD. This is a good sign, in my opinion, especially heading into Pokemon Day 2026 and the rest of the year. I think it's just going to be a very good year for 151, in my opinion. 15, 16 days of inventory remaining. Not too much to say there. It's in a good range. Paldean Fates, same sort of deal. These, for whatever reason, just don't sell super well on eBay. It's kind of surprising. They actually almost sell better on TCG Player, just in terms of how many regular ETBs sell every single day. Buy it now. 30 days of inventory, whatever. It's around $300 in ETB. Continuing to move up. That's a good sign. Shrouded Fable, not much to say here. 135 below 92, 38, 2 per day. 68 days of inventory. I wouldn't be paying attention to those. Prismatic, we are continuing to move down in terms of ETBs below a 20% move. The market price this week compared to 2 weeks ago was about the same. I think like 30 cents difference, something like that. There were maybe 50 or 60 less ETBs on the market. The real surprising factor here, though, was sales volume. I think the last update was maybe closer to like 45 or 50 ETBs moving per day. I remember it was pretty high. We're now down to 26.6. Black Bolt, White Flare, these are interesting. So Black Bolt, we're continuing to see that supply drop. White Flare, I think as well, but it's still a little bit higher. I would wager, though, by let's say maybe end of March, these, if they're still around $80 to $85, they're probably going to be a decent pickup at that point. I think even now, it's fine to get some exposure. I do think you have time though, so I wouldn't be rushing into Black Bolt or White Flare, but these would be the sets on my radar. Everybody talks about how enjoyable an opening experience Black Bolt and White Flare are. When I watch a lot of the top live streams, they are opening a lot of Black Bolt and White Flare. I don't know if it's the top sets for most streamers, but they're definitely in the conversation. So I think by March, end of Q1, whatever, it's probably going to be a decent time to start building positions in Black Bolt and White Flare. SPCs, I did buy a decent amount of these. So I bought 2 sealed cases today from a fairly small seller on Shopify in Canada. And after paying shipping, it came out to, I believe, like 195 USD per SPC. And these were in sealed cases. At least that's what they're advertised. I'm probably going to open one of the cases just to be sure what I'm getting is actually what is advertised. It is a fairly small seller, a new seller on the platform. But if the first one looks good, I'll keep the second one sealed. Either way, I don't really think there's going to be a massive premium on sealed cases of SPCs. It's the same thing with the UPCs. ETBs, I can kind of understand a little bit more, but you just don't have mapped products in Pokemon the way you do in One Piece and other TCGs. I just don't think it's as relevant. Either way, that's what I bought, 195 a piece. I'm happy that I now have a fairly sizable position. I believe once all those arrive, I'll be up to 11 SPCs. My goal this year is just to add more of these and then maybe some of the booster bundles as well. I already have a ton of regular ETBs, so just want to diversify a little bit. I will say too, I've been very tempted. Walmart Canada still has the, I believe, poster collections in stock. 30.92 Canadian. So after tax, you're in I don't know, 33.64. And if you're registered for GST like myself, you can get it a little bit cheaper by just remitting that tax at the end of the year. But that comes out to, I think, like 845 USD once you do the conversion, and that's paying like full 12% tax. So it's probably closer to $8 if you're only paying the PST on it, not the GST, and you can even be registered for that, so it's even cheaper. But that's about 80 to 82% for loose pack value. So if you're a streamer in Canada, kind of makes sense doing. And I think just in general, the viability for investing in loose packs has gone up as rip and ships have become more popular. You just have more ways to offload these products in the future. I do believe they can be weighed, though, the loose packs of Prismatic, so maybe that's not ideal in terms of ROI, but you will have ways to offload. And if people only have a few $100s, it's definitely a decent way to get some exposure to Prismatic and not have to break the bank on an SPC or even the ETBs now in Canada. You're really hard pressed to find these below like 175 Canadian, but 140 USD on TCG Player. The bundles, you're up to around $70. And if you do the 1 month chart here, up around 20, 21%. The ETBs, you're only up around 17.5. The SPCs, these are up 2.7%. A lot of these are hitting market. I've heard too that these are coming to Sam's Club later in the year. I don't know if it's going to be summertime or late spring, whatever. Rumor is apparently they're going to be like $70 in SPC. I don't know if that's actually going to be the case, but if that is true, it's probably going to bring the price down on these. It's going to be a decent time to dollar cost average and buy more. And you guys know I am a huge fan of Prismatic, and I think this is the year to build your positions. Ascended as well, obviously, I think is a good shout, but you're going to have time there. I feel, especially if Pokemon does anything like what they've done with Prismatic Evolutions. Now, before we get into the Mega Charizard UPC, did want to jump in here and say if you guys are enjoying the content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Helps a ton getting these videos pushed out to more people. Tons of useful links in the description. We do have the market spreadsheet. I did kind of an overhaul of basically all the important tabs. We added in a bunch of useful data points for those, which is great. Shout out Austin for helping me with that. The mentorship program, if you guys want to work with me one-on-one and network as well. Consultation calls, affiliate links as well if you are shopping. eBay, TCG Player, Hobbiesville. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Talking about the Mega Charizard UPC here for a minute. These are about $145. I can't remember if I've started tracking these yet in the spreadsheet. I think it might be next month in the UPC update that we look at these. My guess would be just based on TCG Player. We're probably getting close to a bottom if we haven't hit it already. These are still going through Costco's though. You can still find them fairly cheap. I was talking to Trevor TCG today during his live stream. Apparently he's had offers for these as well. And they're still kind of, moving around the Facebook groups and stuff. So I don't think you're in a massive hurry to build positions in these. I also just don't think too, this is the best product ever. Like I think it's fairly solid. I like the promo cards. Don't get me wrong. The Charizard is like $30. The Oricorio, it's down to 10, but it's still a Shinji Kanda artwork. I believe it's Shinji Kanda. Yes, it is the Shinji Kanda Oricorio. So $40 still in the promo cards. The packs inside, you have Mega Evolution base, you have Phantasmal Flames, Destined Rivals, Journey Together. Obviously, not a huge fan of those, but it's only 4 packs. And then Surging Sparks, 2 packs. I think it's a fairly solid selection. I just feel like you're probably better off investing in Destined Rivals, Surging Sparks, and then maybe the Mega Evolution stuff does very well. Maybe it even outperforms Destined Rivals and Surging. I'm not sold on that idea yet, but I think they are definitely very strong sets. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If you're buying these very cheap, kind of seems like a no-brainer. And I don't think it's super relevant to even try and rationalize whether there's going to be better investments out there. If you're getting these for like $90 from Costco, just don't even think about it, right? Buy them, set and forget, come back in 5 years, profit. And the final thing I did want to touch on before we end the video, Paldean Fates. Somebody left a comment saying that nobody was talking about Paldean Fates bundles being up to like 135. They're not 135. They're about $120 on TCG Player, which is still a very large move, granted, over the past month, about 27%. I can't remember the last time we brought these up on the channel. Now, do I think these are actually like 120, 121? I don't, When I was looking at Shopify here in Canada, there are multiple stores that still have the bundle displays, which when you do the conversion, it comes out to about 1200 USD. So there's basically no premium on the bundle display. But there were maybe a couple stores selling the bundles a bit cheaper. I think Hobbiesville had like one bundle in stock at 140 Canadian or 145. There were a lot of stores that had bundles and not a large quantity, but still had some listed for somewhere around 130, 135 Canadian, which for US guys is probably like sub $100 USD. You can still find these fairly cheap, in my opinion, but Paldean Fates, it definitely is moving up. And like 151, like Paldea Evolved, and the earlier SV era sets, it's going to be a good year, in my opinion. And I think over the next couple of years, it's going to be a solid set to hold on to. The final thing I did want to touch on, somebody left a comment talking about maybe it being time to cycle funds from Crown Zenith and maybe some other Sword and Shield era sets, celebrations, into Prismatic, into Destin Rival, some of the newer stuff. I can't remember if they said Destin for sure, but I remember Prismatic. And I think that might actually be a decent idea. I'm personally still going to be holding my Crown Zenith for the vast majority of 2026. We'll see towards the end, maybe November, December. At that point, if growth looks like it's slowing down, maybe then I'll move some of those profits and roll it into a newer set. But I do think this year I'm happy holding my Sword and Shield. It just feels like it's going to be a good play. But again, that's kind of me just operating off vibes at this point. And just, I guess, too, partly based on what I'm seeing in the market in terms of sales volume and listings, but most of it is vibe. So if you guys disagree, you think now is the time to get rid of your Sword and Shield, move it into Scarlet and Violet and Mega, I definitely don't hate the play either. So you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. With all that said, thank you so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.